You wake up on a completely normal Tuesday morning. Then you check your bank account and nearly fall off your chair. $1 billion has just appeared in your account. Then you discover the catch. You have exactly 24 hours to spend every single dollar. If there's even 1 cent left when the timer reaches zero, the money disappears forever. No investing, no saving, no donations. Every single dollar has to go. Today we're attempting something almost impossible. Spending $1 billion in a single day. With 24 hours ticking away, there's no time to waste. The first purchase is obvious. A massive waterfront mansion. $45 million later, the mansion is yours. Sounds impressive until you realize you've barely made a dent. One mansion down. $955 million still sitting in the account. If you're trying to spend $1 billion, every shopping spree needs a supercar collection. The first addition to the garage is a Ferrari 812 Superfast. Fast, loud, and completely unnecessary. Then comes the Lamborghini. Because you're spending $1 billion, choosing between a Ferrari and a Lamborghini is no longer a real decision. A mansion, a Ferrari, and a Lamborghini later, and somehow there is still more than $953 million left. This is going to be harder than expected. Clearly supercars aren't enough. It's time to start thinking bigger. Much bigger. A $75 million private jet should help speed things up. For about 30 seconds, it feels like you're making progress. Then you check the balance again. Somehow there's still almost $880 million left. Fine. If the jet isn't enough, it's time to bring in one of the biggest spending weapons available. A mega yacht. $180 million disappears instantly. Now we're finally getting somewhere. A mansion, 2 supercars, a private jet, and a mega yacht later, and there's still almost $700 million left. This challenge is starting to look impossible. That's when reality hits. Even billionaire toys aren't enough. If we're going to beat the clock, we need much bigger purchases. So we start searching for something only a tiny number of people on Earth can afford. Finally, a purchase that actually moves the needle. A private island listed for $220 million. Deal signed. The island is officially yours. $220 million gone. Somehow there is still nearly $500 million left. Half the challenge is almost gone. The money isn't disappearing fast enough. Then the idea arrives. Owning the island isn't enough. It's time to build the ultimate billionaire playground. If we're doing this, we're doing it properly. Construction begins immediately across the entire island. First comes the main residence. Not a mansion compound worth $80 million. The island gets its own airport because taking a boat every time would be inconvenient. Next comes a museum dedicated entirely to exotic cars because apparently one Ferrari wasn't enough. Then we build an entire luxury resort district. At this point, the island is starting to look like its own country. Just to make sure we never waste time walking anywhere, a fleet of helicopters is added to the island. For the first time, it feels like we're making real progress. But with less than 10 hours remaining, there's still nearly $250 million left to spend. Less than 10 hours remain. Suddenly, the challenge becomes a race against the clock. If billionaires can buy rockets, so can we. $100 million disappears instantly. Finally, we're making serious progress. 6 hours left. $148 million still needs to disappear. At this point, owning one yacht feels amateur. We build an entire private fleet. $90 million gone. Now we're getting close. 4 hours left. Less than $60 million remains. For the first time, failure feels possible. Running out of ideas, we start buying entire collections. First, a vault filled with some of the rarest watches on Earth. Then comes the art collection, because apparently buying an island wasn't enough. Somehow we've managed to burn through almost $1 billion. But there are still 2 hours left and nearly $19 million left to spend. At this point, we're not choosing cars anymore. We're buying everything. $12 million disappears in a matter of minutes. 1 hour remains. Less than $70 million left. After all of this, we're actually going to pull it off. Every remaining dollar gets assigned somewhere. Luxury vehicles, properties, equipment, anything that moves the balance closer to zero. 10 minutes left. Somehow, after spending almost $1 billion, there's still over $1 million left sitting in the account. One final purchase should be enough to finish the challenge. 1 minute left. $42,000 remains. This is getting way too close. 10 seconds remaining. The balance finally hits zero. $1 billion. 24 hours. Every single dollar spent. Challenge completed. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Maximize your cash flow. And I'll see you in the next breakdown.